Well, the YouTube. Thought yesterday I'd go on something with Maura Murray. Or last night before, I looked in to see if there was any new updates. Nothing came up. The only thing that did come up was the cellar, where the father there, Fred Murray, tore up a basement in a house in New Hampshire, but found nothing. And that was the only thing I could see so far. So I went on Reddit. Of course, the boring stuff comes up, but just like everything else, I want to document it, go over it. And just like everything else, there's no red truck mentioned. Now people want to talk about, I just wanted to highlight this about the trunk as it came up in our other discussion. I would like to know what in the hell and almighty, why are they talking about a trunk? Now, supposedly there are eyewitnesses. Supposedly there was, a person seen in a car with a cigarette, or friggin' the rag stuffed in the tailpipe, and the wine splashed on the roof, and this and that, and, the car destroyed in the front. But why in friggin' all hell's creation would someone want to know about the trunk? The trunk was supposedly open, or whether it's true that Abby Kay told John Smith that Maura's trunk was open. If it was open, I'm just about to wonder if it's because of the impact that she hit. Them Saturns, to me, were the biggest piece of junk I've ever seen built. Sometimes car manufacturers, Chevy, Ford, Toyota, all of them, get a brain fart and roll out a piece of junk. Well, I could name hundreds of cars, but I'm not here for that. All in all, the trunk was open. If the trunk was open. What does it have to do with the red truck? The total car before searching the other. The police could have opened that too. Because, if there's a drag in the tailpipe, and they're searching around looking for stuff, looking in the car, why wouldn't they open the trunk? But they're claiming that the trunk was open beforehand. Whether or not she grabbed something out of the trunk, or whether or not, the perpetrator that nabbed her grabbed something out of the trunk, it just don't make no sense. Damn it, excuse me, it just don't make no sense. Why would someone just get into an accident and want to go in their trunk? Unless she pulled the rag out, stuffed it in the pipe from the trunk. That's the only thing I can think of, but you know what? Stuff like this is just like people wasting time. I want to hear more about the red truck, but unfortunately, like I say, that's probably going to be extinct now. It's like a dinosaur. It's all done. If anybody has been looking into this or saying it like me, I'm sure that truck has been to the ringer and shot out to the junkyard. But it's just sad that nobody started the red truck theory or search like it should have been. That's my Yeah, the moon's out tonight too, but no Venus. And it's in the same, over a bit more, but see it beaming on my head. Poof, ow! Hey! Ah! Someone hit me with the moon. Hey, look, there goes my brains. A flying saucer came out of my ear. Ooh. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Look at me. Get out. Ah, it's in my ear. Oh. But in all seriousness, let me see, mental. Cecil Smith would deny a search years later. Possibilities are that he was not the person who ordered the search, or his mental capacity was diminished at the time of the interview. This Cecil, yes, is now passed away, but if there was any kind of search done in there, that would be to me, it would be a natural procedure. It would have to be done. They need to go through the car thoroughly to see if there's any clues, fingerprints. If it was done beforehand, well then, I don't know, that just makes no sense. Whether or not the bus driver went up there and looked into it and looked around, because, right, he's the one that said, I'm going to go call the police. She said no. And when he comes back out or whatever and it's there, maybe he opened it, But, yeah, if you are a civilian and not a law enforcement, that'd be the worst thing to do, because you're tampering with evidence. You're messing up evidence. But all in all, to me, what was ever in the trunk, whatever came out of the trunk, still does not disclose my wanting to know where is the red truck. Why was that damn red truck not searched right away, right after it was mentioned by an eyewitness? Why are we worried about a damn trunk? What was in the trunk? Why is the trunk open? I don't even care what was being in the trunk. I want to know where this red truck is, but Smith found here denied doing this. I don't know. And, of course, everybody's going to say, Cecil was involved. Cecil did it. Cecil and the bus driver could have been the two together, two culprits. But where's the red truck? If they knew somebody in a red truck to follow her? I don't know. It's just insane. Like I say, people are going to go insane with this case before a body's ever found. It is very, very lucky. Anything luckiness will come about finding her body. It would just be very lucky. It is sad and unfortunate, but to me, that red truck is the biggest key evidence. And to think of why someone would go in a trunk is beyond me. It makes no sense. So what if the cop went in it? That's his job. And if they're saying that this guy denied it, or whatever, maybe he forgot, maybe he got sick to the stomach, maybe he didn't want to talk about it. But that's a natural cause for a natural investigation. Things need to be looked at while, a missing person was there and then vanishes. Hell, if I was a cop, I'd do it. Open the trunk, look around, What he's denied the search years later, whatever that is, I don't know, man. I think this officer honestly went crazy. Some people cannot handle stuff like this. Some people are not mentally capable enough to say, hey, I'm going to become a police officer, I'm going to fight crime. But when they come in and, here today, gone tomorrow situation, and there was a life that was just there like 10 minutes, 20 minutes before he got there, and then they're gone, and they do this rapidly huge search. You don't think that's not going to take a toll? It's like when cops go into, battered houses with children and the kids are there dead, brutally beaten. It takes a toll on the mind. If you ain't got a strong mind and make good of it, in the end, you shouldn't even be a cop. I could be a detective and do this kind of stuff because I have the mentalism for it. It's not that I enjoy or would want to see that stuff, but if you're doing a job and you want to find a goddamn killer, you gotta think like a killer. You cannot let that SOB torment your mind, or you're gonna lose it. Unfortunately, some people cannot do it. You need them. This is why I can sit there and look at this stuff and talk about it in a calm manner. Believe me, I want to have that body found. I want, whatever the case may be, rape, murder, whatever the hell it may, I want something found. I want something done. In my eyes, and that's where it comes in. That person that has done harm to the innocent, I want to do harm to them. I think they should get what they did to others. And I would love to have the job to be the judge, jury, and executioner to people like this that, prey on the innocent. Makes me sick, turns my stomach. And there's a video I like to go over, man, that poor black man that supposedly was throwing out counterfeit bills. And I want to give my thoughts and theories on that in another video, but for people to do that cold-hearted SOB, them are the people I like to take out. You think you're a big man. You can be the biggest man in the world and do harm to the innocent, especially little kids or weak women. But why don't you bring your ass up to the real big boys league and see how far you get doing that of what you do. That's why I say, man, you gotta think like these people in order to be even catching. So, Cecil Smith, I believe, in my words, just my thoughts, my theories, this is not what happened, but I think he killed himself because this case he had to take on, and he just couldn't bear it no more. Any involvement, if he did, he did. Right now, I believe he did not have nothing to do with it. Because where's the red truck? But anyways, I'm going to get out of here. I wanted to go over this. Of course, if something comes up, I want to go over it. Get my own thoughts and theories. But trunk? What the hell's that got to do with anything? What the hell? Bugs flying in my face. Get the hell out of here. Bastard. You little shit. What the hell was that? Sounded like something made a noise in my ear. I don't know if I caught that. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. Just think about it. Where's the red truck? That's all I ever want to think about. The red truck. Be safe, take care, everybody. Out.